So what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Swagner 17. Today we're going to be going over Week 10 of the NFL. My predictions for it, that is. But before we do that, we always go over what went down in the previous week. So Week 9, I went 8-6 on my picks. Not too bad. Brings my season total to 80 wins, 53 losses. A little bit more than 60% correct, so not too bad. But anyways, we'll just do a little recap for Week 9. Some pretty crazy games, honestly. We predicted the 49ers to win this game. I would have loved to see the Cardinals win. That was pretty crazy. I thought the Cardinals would do it. They made a little comeback. Kyler Murray is going to be a great quarterback in the NFL one day. Moving over to Sunday, in London, the Texans took care of business. Looks like they're going to be the division winner in the AFC South. Colts with that embarrassing loss. Oof. Anyways, the Texans win this one. We got that right. Eagles took care of business. That might have knocked the Bears out of the playoffs. It's unfortunate for the Bears. But we got that right. The Eagles won. Now, this game was pretty interesting. I was glad to see the Chiefs win. But for the sake of my predictions, I got it wrong. I said the Vikings would win. But I'm happy that the Chiefs won. Next up, the Steelers, like we said, they beat the Colts. Adam Vinatieri, oh man, it's time for him to retire. I hate to say that because he's awesome, but he's doing absolutely terrible this year. It's terrible percentage on his kicks. It's sad, but he just can't do it like he used to. So maybe time to hang him up. But we got that one wrong. Next up, the Jets. Okay, I don't want to go on a spiel here, but I'm going to. The NFL makes no sense. I don't get it. I literally don't understand. Let me break it down for y'all, all right? So the Jets lose to the Dolphins, right? This is the Dolphins' first win of the season, right? The Jets have one singular win. That win against the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, the same team who, they played really well. They destroyed the Giants here. The Cowboys, who destroyed the Philadelphia Eagles. All right. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles are a good team. Beat the Bears. Let's not forget, they gave the Packers their very first loss of the season, right? Packers were 7-1 up until the this game over here. We won't talk about that yet, but so the Eagles gave the Packers their first loss. And the Falcons, the only singular win they have is against the Eagles. Now, does that make any sense at all? All those things I just said. Jets beat the Cowboys. Cowboys destroy the Eagles. And the Eagles gave the Packers their only loss. And the Packers... Wait, what was I saying about the Packers? Okay, I might have confused myself, but... Oh, yeah. And then the Falcons, only team to beat the Eagles. Or that was the Falcons' only win. Okay, I'm confusing myself. But basically, it doesn't make sense. The Dolphins, I told them, Fitzpatrick, you keep playing Fitzpatrick, the Dolphins are going to win a game, and that's what they did. Sorry if that was confusing. I don't know. That was weird. I might have to cut that out. Anyways, Panthers beat the Titans as I predicted. Titans, that season's over, unfortunately. Thought they would do better this year, but it's a lost cause. Panthers, pretty interesting, honestly. Oh, my God. Let me just click on this game. Just look at this man. 26 for 41. 406 yards. 3 touchdowns, and you lose? He got all your points for your team, and you can't win a game? Like, how? Kenny Golladay went off. Marvin Jones went off. I feel so bad for Matt Stafford. I mean, it's pretty rare you throw for 400 yards and you lose. You just hate to see it. I chose the Lions, but the Lions have been cursed forever, so this is not a surprise. So we got that one wrong. Seahawks won. We got that right. I would have loved to see the Buccaneers win. 2-win Buccaneers teams. Would have been great to see them win. Knock off the Seahawks a little bit. Seahawks, they want to play at home in the playoffs, and I'm pretty scared for that. But, I mean, the Saints already beat them in Seattle, so maybe I'm not too worried. Next up, where do we even begin here? Chargers somehow beat the Packers. I mean, the Chargers get embarrassed by the Broncos. They lost last week as well. Like, Chargers, hello? Like, what? Do you make no sense? You gave the Packers their second loss. Packers, a team that was in the top 3, if not top 5, you gave them their second loss? That's just insane to me. I don't get it. Browns, of course, can't win a game either. Broncos, somehow, what is the Broncos record? 3-6? Yeah, Broncos have 3 wins now. Oh my gosh, the Browns, man. One of the most talented teams who are absolutely terrible at football. Hate to see it. Next up, we predicted this one correctly, of course. I say of course. I'm pretty confident that that the Ravens were going to win. In my video, I definitely predicted that, and it was a good prediction. I said Lamar Jackson would be really hard to handle, and of course, he ran for 2 touchdowns. That was just power football by the Ravens. That's how you beat the Patriots. It was good showing on Sunday Night Football. I don't think Bill Belichick really cares. He knows he can beat him in the playoffs, so that's all that matters, really. Cowboys, of course, beat the Giants. Got that right. Like I said, 8-6 record. Not too bad. Now, let's move on to Week 10. Sorry, that was a little bit of a longer recap. But let's just get on to my Week 10 picks already. Jeez, man. Okay, so Thursday Night Football, Chargers, Raiders. I mean, obviously, someone would probably pick the Raiders, right? But then the Chargers beat the Packers, so maybe the Chargers are good. But, I mean, whatever team I pick here, the opposite is going to win. So I'm just going to choose the Raiders just because I like the Chargers, and I think the Chargers will win if I choose the Raiders. So the Raiders are my pick. Next up, Giants against the Jets. This is one of those games, man. Giants get destroyed by the Cowboys, but the Jets beat the Cowboys. So the NFL's logic says the Giants will win this game, right? So the Giants couldn't beat the Cowboys, but the Jets could, meaning the Giants should lose to the Jets, right? Because they couldn't beat the Cowboys, but the Jets could. But that logic doesn't work in the NFL, even though it should. Like, it makes me mad. But, I mean, any team really can win any game. Or maybe it's the fact that if you're an underdog in a game, you're going to win. I think the NFL must be rigged. Like, it's crazy. So, I mean, obviously the Giants are going to win this game without a doubt. It goes without saying. Next up, Falcons against the Saints. I'm just going to have to key in my team, the Saints. There's no way they lose coming off a bye week. They have to beat the Falcons here. Next up, Chiefs against the Titans. Should be a pretty good game. Honestly, the Titans, I might choose them as an upset here. But they never win when I choose them, so I'm choosing the Chiefs. Maybe the Titans will upset. But I'm choosing the Chiefs for the sake of this video. Ravens against the Bengals. Bengals just come off a bye week. I don't think it matters. I think the Bengals stay winless. The only team winless. And they'll be 0-9, unfortunately. But I would love to see them upset the Ravens here. That would be legendary. Next up, Bills against the Browns. Bills, this is a must-win game here. They can potentially knock the Browns out of the playoffs and further their, whatever you want to call it, seed. I think the Bills might have a chance. If they get lucky, they got to get lucky, though. And they have to beat the Patriots. Bills might be able to win this division. I think they're playing really good football. And they should have beat the Patriots that first time, but unfortunately they got a little bit screwed, and they played bad offense. But anyways, I think the Bills win this game, knock the Browns out of the playoffs. Bills will be what, 7-2? Yeah, Bills will be 7-2. Whew, that's a good record going into Week 10 or Week 11, whatever. Cardinals against the Buccaneers. I think this is interesting. Buccaneers are kind of hit or miss. I mean, they score points. They have a good defense, but they do bend or break, whatever you want to call it. But is the Cardinals' offense that high power? We haven't seen them put up numbers like that. So if it goes to a shootout, Buccaneers might win the shootout. But I'm a Kyler Murray fan. I'm gonna choose the Cardinals here. I think the Cardinals might be able to win. Lions against the Bears. Don't really care. I think I'll just choose the Bears because I think the Lions are more cursed than the Bears, honestly. Both of those franchises. It's unfortunate. Next up, Dolphins against the Colts. Oh, man. This is a trap game for the Colts. I mean, Dolphins, will they win 2 in a row? They might if they keep playing Ryan Fitzpatrick. Colts, it's a must-win for them. The quarterback is injured. Jacoby Brissett. Don't know if he's going to come back or not. I haven't heard anything about his injury, unless I'm just completely oblivious to that. And you guys already know something that I don't. But anyways, let's choose the Colts. I think their football team is better. Panthers against the Packers. Interesting game here. Packers have to bounce back. There's no way they lose at home. Panthers, it would be nice to see them lose. We'll choose the Packers here. Rams against the Steelers, a pretty rare matchup. You don't really see this too often. I'm pretty excited to see this one, actually. Rams just come off a bye week, though, so I'm going to give the Rams the win here. Vikings against the Cowboys for Sunday Night Football. Man, Cowboys just get these primetime games, man. It's crazy. Anyways, man. This is a test for both teams. And I think the Vikings might win this test. Ooh, that's tough. The Vikings did lose on the road, so they go on the road again. Chip on their shoulder, maybe. Adam Thielen is battling an injury, so we'll see how he handles that. I'll choose the Vikings. I don't know, man. Cowboys are good. Hope the Cowboys win, but the Vikings, knowing my luck, they'll probably win, so I'll choose them. And finally, Seahawks at the 49ers. So the Seahawks played on Thursday night, and they get to wait all the way till Monday night. So pretty lucky for the 49ers. But I think the Seahawks might win this game, honestly. If it gets to a shootout, Russell Wilson will infinitely outperform Jimmy Garoppolo, and I think the Seahawks run defense will be able to shut down that run. The 49ers run defense is incredible, but I feel like Bobby Wagner, Jadeveon Clowney, they're going to man up, and they're going to have to just, be the main man and stop that running back. Anyways, I guess that's it for the picks. Next week we got a little Steelers-Browns action. What we got on prime time? Cardinals 49ers play again. Interesting. We got Bears Rams Sunday night. Chiefs Chargers Monday night. Pretty good. Ooh, we got Eagles Patriots. We got Saints Buccaneers. Got some good games. Texans Ravens. Lions Cowboys. Okay, I think Saints play on Thanksgiving. It's gonna be good. Ooh, Bills do too. It's gonna be a good game. 3 good games here for Thanksgiving. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. And I'll see you on my next one for Deuces.